What's that there, Paul? Live Jasmine membership, Kappa?
Where is it? Where are you looking?
You're fucking hesitant now, aren't you?
No, where are you
Nah,
looking? I don't know, man. You fucking...
I'm not kidding. I was just joking.
Probably is. I think it came up there. Hold on. Wait.
I'm just the type of person that uses their free teasers,
No,
you know.
no.
You go on there, you think, fuck it, let's get these free teasers over and done with.
And then you go on a new IP address and you're using
Yeah.
more free teasers. The whole night's a free hit, mate. You're paving in on someone else
You've
paying
done
the
it,
paying the
You've
money.
fucking done it. You've done it.
Someone else is paying the money for your show, man, and you're there with your free teasers.
Oh, it goes, mate, you confirm your email, you get 5 more. To fuck off, I confirm my email. You go to an interview, you load up your email. 10 new free teasers live. Fuck that. Take your job out the window.
Well, it's a win for us, mate. We won't need to be the free teaser. We'll be buying the full
Yeah.
membership for about 2 months.
Exactly.
At this rate.
Why the fuck, right, do people use Live Jasmine and things like that when you can go on Pornhub?
Yeah, that's like saying, why do people use videos when you can call up an escort for the same price of like a live membership?
But that's it. This is the exact same. Like, if I can pull my dick for free, why would I pull my dick for money?
What?
It just doesn't make sense.
What? But it's about the arousal. It's about what you're gaining,
It's about Paul's kinky chains and whip he's got locked away, I mean, that's.
Yeah, but all I gotta do is type in on Pornhub kinky chains. But granted, it might not be Paul, but I can watch some other guy get fucking whipped by chains and things like that. It's all out there for free.
True, yeah. I see what
Let's
you're
be honest,
saying now,
though.
yeah.
But
Go on.
then again, I suppose on Pornhub, for 30 minutes you're looking at someone else's cock as well. So it's not.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Like, I've seen these things like on YouTube and that where like porn stars being like, oh yeah, I've got like a wish list and people buy me like thousands of pounds worth of things on my wish list. I'm thinking, if I was gonna donate you £5, I'd want you to ride my dick like you were in the Grand National. Like, I wouldn't want to thank you. I'd want you on the end of my fucking knob.
That's it, yeah. Well, you've got high expectations, mate. I'm not sure many women would be prepared to go to that extent for that type of money. They probably get higher offers, so you'd have to compete, otherwise they're just going to laugh at you.
Yeah, they can laugh at me and then they can fuck off and go back to, I don't know, fucking showing their ass on camera. I don't give a fuck. I'm not being funny, mate, I'm a fat cunt, but I find it easy getting girls because they're just fucking stupid.
Especially the blonde ones. No, just kidding.
Nah, fuck off. There's one girl I know, she's blonde, and she's the most difficult person I've ever met in my life.
You ready, Pig? 70, this will get us up big if we win.
Yeah, go on.
Should
This
we,
is
or
what's,
it's a bit much,
if you
innit?
don't-
fuck it. This is six subways each. Why not?
Nah, it's a bit much, this, man. Let's do 50. Something, save it for 2 steaks.
Go on then.
Bit much, that. It's going in for the all-out clean. Go on, carry on about you dumb blonde bitch.
Yes, but she's the most difficult person I've ever met. I've managed to, neck her, it's only neck her as well, I haven't even been able to bang her. I've managed to neck her fucking, twice, and that's when she's been completely off her tits.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Sound like a bit of
The
yeah.
worst part about it is, though, right, I want to, this is the type of person I think, oh yeah, I'd want to do her, and I'd want to do her for a while.
It's always the ones you want.
But this is it. I remember she had a house party, right? And I was speaking to her parents.
Yeah.
And because I was that pissed, I just didn't know when to stop talking. So now her parents think I got a mental fucking illness. So every time I go around there, they're treating me like I'm a special needs. They're like, oh, fucking hell, is this really what I got myself into? I tell you what, it's a good thing you didn't bet all, you fucking shit.
That's £35 down the pan, Paul.
It is, man.
Mate, that could have got you 2 fucking hand jobs where I live.
Off who?
Where I live, mate, that'll get you the full Monty with 4 girls. With 4 girls doing it, taking turns. Right, this is the last of the cash, boys.
But
it is true, if you go on a website or something and you end up throwing $20-$30 their way to do what they want, you just think, how close you were to getting the real thing, Do you ever think of that flying? Because obviously, you're on them sites a lot, mate,
Yeah, too right.
Have you ever paid a girl and thought, I could have got the real thing for what I've just thrown at that fucking screen.
Way I see it, mate, I
Yeah.
last about fucking 30 seconds. I am not paying anybody for 30 seconds of my time.
It's a good point.
Like, it... Unless they wanted, like, fucking £3 and a Kit Kat, I tell them to go fuck themselves. Because, like, you know, I just can... I know I just end up blowing my load really quickly, because that's what I do anyway.
Speaking of 30 seconds, right? I remember this is a good story about how I lost my virginity, right?
Yeah.
I was nearly
Dad
turned
walked in one
17.
night.
I was nearly 17, and basically, like, we were both virgins, so, you know, it was pretty awkward. But I thought, fuck it, I know I'm only going to last, 30 seconds. I need to make, I want to make this worthwhile. I don't want to, because you want to impress, don't you? You don't want to last 2 fucking seconds, do you? That's just embarrassing. So, right, she was on the sofa. No, she was on the sofa. No, I didn't do that. I was literally about a second from coming. I whipped out, fucking spunked on the floor, straight back in again.
What?
I went for another 15 minutes.
What? You finished on it, and then you just like
No.
killed her
I
with a
cummed
flop.
no, I legit cummed on my mum's rug.
Oh.
That sounded fucking disturbing, that didn't it? I meant like on the floor, yeah.
You're not the only person who's cummed on your mum's rug.
Yeah, I knew that was fucking cum. No, but I literally just spunked on the
She knew
floor,
I was coming.
straight back in. That was fantastic. First 20 seconds were painful, but at least I didn't look despicable then. I just realised Paul's recording us, probably going to go on,
Nah, it's fine. Whatever,
Okay,
It's dirty talk, but who gives a fuck?
yeah, why not?
So is this
Fire
guy
picture.
Snake? I think I've heard of him before.
Yeah, he scammed me. Yeah, see, there's the helmet. I know
Sad,
him.
innit? Look at
Yeah.
that, all these fuck that. Mate, we're actually quite up. We've doubled our money pretty much. Like,
Yeah,
you forget where we are now.
How much of that do I get?
A skin. Can't have that. If we will, I'll buy you a skin if we get it.
I'm not being funny, mate. You give me all that, I'll give you a reach around. Come on.
I don't want if I can reach around.
Whatever you want. You can call me Susan tonight.
Oh,
I look good in a dress, honest.
I think we can
Oh,
do
fuck,
Theo's challenge now. That's 70 mil that we didn't want to do before.
who cares, eh? If we lose this, we're back to where we started.
I mean,
Wait for
it's not gonna happen,
I
that's
just
all.
hate doing these type of stakes, but, it's...
Have I ever told you about, I called it the 1 mil dream, Paul.
Alright.
You start at 1 mil, you double up, you win 10 in a row, you're at a bill. $1 to $1,000. All you got to do is win 10 in a row.
All you've got to do, the odds
Yeah,
are
that's all you got to do. But you see on RuneScape, I've been on lost streaks of like 35. You see Spartan go on like 25 win streaks of AGSs. It's
Yeah.
not impossible.
No, it's not, mate. It's just very, 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 very unlikely. Now, here's this 70
Yes, yeah,
mil.
it's-
About to lose the bank.
So shit, it's unbelievable. Go on,
Yeah,
go on.
He's only got 95
That
range.
starts.
Oh, he's done you. He's done you already.
Oh,
He's
he's,
got
going,
fucking-
he's messing it. He's messed it up already. That's what he needs to do. It's helping him, but it's a bit sad that it doesn't help too much.
Yeah, who cares?
What's he done?
Just
You see the
using
weapon
this
he's switching
weapon.
to? It gives a slightly higher defense bonus. But the fact is, he hit a couple of 25s in there anyway, so
Mate, he
Would've
fucking
lost
ruined
anyway.
you.
He did. We're back. We double up twice and then get out. I think, mate. That's what we need to
yeah,
do
fuck it,
now.
let's do it. Let's do it. I suppose that with the PID update, I suppose the Hasta is actually, probably more in fashion now.
Mm.
Because, it takes, what is it, 30, is it 2 minutes actually? I think it's 2 minutes for a random change, isn't it? So they know if you get first hit in a stake, they know they haven't got PID, so it doesn't matter if they're switching to the, the Halberd or whatever it's called, because, they're not going to have PID anyway, it's not random anymore, they may as well opt for the high defense bonus in between hits, so I suppose it's just, smart thinking. I suppose it's going to be more in use now.
Yeah. Fucking scammer.
Yeah, he's got no interest.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I've seen that thing about the PID. And that's why people are
Yeah.
asking to see the inventory. Do you notice all that then?
Yeah.
People are spamming, like, trade for inventory. Like, people are checking now if they've got a Hasta or not because people are using it. So they've got to check an inventory, make sure they haven't got it, and then stake them. Like, this guy could have it, but...
Yeah, but surely what you got to think of, I mean, I can drop something on the floor for a minute before it fucking appears.
Yeah, but what they do is they'll make you fill up the rest of your inventory slots with like a useless like files.
And it'll
they'll make you
instantly
show
go
them
into the
trade.
duel.
Yeah.
Then you click the duel option, so instantly go into it. Please
Mate,
win
this
this.
guy is
It's so
fingering
close.
19 HP up. It's not impossible to come
Oh,
back.
it's even.
There you go.
Oh,
There you got a 1
winning.
HP lead.
Oh,
Just need some.
no.
Oh shit, we've just
He
fucked
just
it.
fingered you, mate.
Oh wait, here we go. Hit,
Oh.
you know,
Fuck off.
see you, bro.
Right.
He had PID as well, so there you go. He's not
There you
happy.
Mate, I
One
feel
more
his
then, Paul.
anger.
Are we going to do it? Yeah, 70 to 140.
Now, if we win this, you know, we've made some solid profit.
Yeah, we didn't lose much anyway. To be honest, given what we've risked, we've still got a little bit of profit now. You know, it's good for what it is. But
Yeah.
he wants to see our inventory. Let's show him.
Well, that's going to show his as well, I suppose.
He's gonna want to see the duel ring, though, isn't he?
What the hell?
SGS, that's fucking random. He probably wants to save the SGS, to be fair. Look at that
How much
delay.
is SGS worth?
44 mil. Just, yeah, fuck it, Paul. Let's nick it off him. $44 extra is better than no. You know. Look, he wants the extra 50 cents. Let's give him. Fucking poor scrub. That's what's that? That's a starburst in it, you know. A couple Tic Tacs.
It's a coffee in your cup, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I mean a sugar in your cup.
yeah. Fucking, you know, a pack of super noodles.
Mate, dunk this
They
soup
are
noodles.
good.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
me. Oh, no, never
Raping
mind.
us.
That's a fucking.
Oh,
that's
we
that's
go.
one less sugar in our cup now, isn't
Mate, looks
No,
like
we
you ain't
can
having
still
any
win.
coffee in your cup tonight, bro.
it? Fucking there goes the starburst, super noodles, and fucking Tic Tacs, isn't it?
You're gonna have to join me and start
Oh.
sucking dick for me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, that's it, Paul.
Yeah, you just got
the,
ruined.
I'll send you the registration to adultwork.com. You know, we'll have to start selling ourselves.
Yo, shit, send me that.
Have you not been on it? I only got sent it by Paul recently, don't I, Paul? You sent
You
that?
had a little look about it, yeah?
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah, I got
Good
some
site.
quite close to me. You've used, haven't you, you dirty? But I knew you used it. You send me it in good faith. You're like, take a look at this.
It's
I open
so
everything,
good.
yeah.
It is really good for what it is. It's got everything.
I like how we've managed to ruin Paul's channel in 14 minutes. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
double
that's a
up
good
twice.
start.
To be
Well,
honest, Pig, if we win
Pig
this
it.
and win again, it's 100 mil. You know, I was hoping for the 140, but
It's a big ask. We've got
Oh,
PID in this.
no.
We've just lost PID. It's just changed. But
It's
there
hard
you
to
go.
believe I had to lend you 30 mil for you so you could start this.
wow,
you
I've
poor
lost.
cunt.
Watch this. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, I'm fucking lucky.
Right, back to this again. This is what we started with, you know, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. So, do you still stream then, Paul? Or is that just a rarity now? Or?
Well, I can stream on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't do it often now. I just make videos, but I would like to get back into streaming a lot more on YouTube because I get a few hundred viewers each time, you know.
Yeah, it's fun as well, you know.
So what do you reckon Gross Goals is going to do now then? He's basically fucked his life.
Well, the thing is, it's going to take him a while to come into terms that he's gone from, you know, making probably 400 grand a year to probably, I think, because he said he's done shit in school, so he's probably going to get a job at Pizza Hut and make, you know, 16k. So for the realisation of that alone, he probably won't do anything. Do you know what I mean?
For like 3
Like,
years.
I like the guy.
The thing
He said
is,
himself.
he's gonna it's gonna take him a while to come around, but he will realise that he just needs to get back into it somehow. Maybe it's a YouTube career or whatever it is. He's got a YouTube channel with a lot of views. He does not need Twitch. You can stream on any other website. Change your stream key, give people a new link, build a new following. You know, whatever. He says that he can't do the job he loves anymore, but he can. He can still do the same thing. Wake up
Easily.
each day and play League of Legends. You know, the moment he realises there's nothing out there for him, he will just go back to, you know, playing League every day and doing, you know, there's lots of opportunity for him. And, you know, that's the situation, really.
Exactly.
What are we
But
doing
then again,
then,
though,
Pig?
Sorry?
I feel I don't know if I want to leave with this one. It's nice. Do you want to do one more
Do it all.
25
Yeah,
or
do it.
nah, do it all, do it all.
one more 25?
Do it all, you faggot.
Well, we might as well do 50. Shall we?
No, because then we're back to what we had. So
Nah, go 100, go 100, go on.
let's see what this guy wants
Reese.
to do.
If it was me, I've done, you know, I've done 2
Do it
bill
all.
steaks before. It's fucking,
Go
you know.
100.
He wants to do
There you
100.
are, see that guy knows.
Nah, he'll have a Hasta, bro. He's got the Hasta out the bank.
Oh, is that the same guy? Is it?
It is, but like he took about 4 minutes, you know, to get back to the traders. So he's gone and got the Hasta, mate.
Sorry, Paul, You know, with that money you got on
You know
your
what?
inventory,
Put
do
it
you want to buy some
Cool, and
tampons
then-
as well?
Tell them to do a box. You know, switch it to box. You got same odds.
If we're gonna box our way, I just want to do these. Don't want to walk clean, lads. It's a horrible feeling, isn't it? Walk of shame.
Yeah,
Man.
it is.
Yeah, but either that or you walk with quadruple what you got. Listen, Paul,
Honestly,
don't be a
like,
bitch.
as we was talking about Grow School, he's got, you know, the huge following he's got. The thing is, he's got such a loyal following as well, hasn't he? He could go to Hitbox. He can milk it for a couple more years at least, even over at Hitbox.
Absolutely.
And he'd have enough to set him up for life.
Yeah.
As you said, he could put money into property and he could live stably.
He's got to realise that he hasn't got Twitch as a platform now. So where does he go next? He could be
got to
like,
realise you're getting fingered in the ass,
mate. You want to go in 75, Pig? Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, Pig, do it. Go on, do it.
That soon fucking changed, isn't it, Arlen?
Fucking, there you go.
Well,
good girl.
I don't know, lad. I kind of want to cash out. You or
I don't know. It's up to you, mate.
Don't be a bitch.
just giving away
You know,
money. This.
Lily's always waiting on World Fall.
I know, lad. Like. Let's see what he's saying.
Fire in a box. Make 10 in the box it because he's got a hasty. You know, he's got the odds. Say, could be boxed, please. It's even odds there. If we win, we can
box,
walk.
please, because I know you're a cunt. What did he say?
Said I know you have Hasta.
Yeah, he's upset.
Are we gonna box all the
Yeah,
money
go on,
we've
give him
brought?
a bit,
with?
Whatever his fucking name is.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's the one. Give me, actually, no, that's a bad example. He got knocked out recently, didn't he? That's a bad example. Who do we go for? That's a bad example. Who do we go for? Fuck it, I don't know anymore.
Mike the
I was
Iron
about to say,
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Nate
He's off
Diaz
his
knocked him out.
That's a good start. Come on, Paul. Show him what we're made of.
Bit of Nate Diaz.
Yeah, that's the one. He's a good one. I've seen.
Mate, when the fuck did Nate Diaz?
I don't know.
Fucking Nate Diaz had
He
purple hair and
sounds
a big
hard as fuck.
beard.
He sounds like some massive black dude. Punches of steel.
Well, it's going good, mate. It's going very well. And this type of lead in a box stake, I've said it.
Yeah, no, it's gone in like 5 seconds.
It's gone in 2 punches.
It's down in It's down the pan already. Yeah, there we go.
Mate, what do we do this for? We're gonna leave clean now. Bring it back. Fuck this guy, man.
Who's this fucking cunt?
What's he spending his gold on? Fucking this ain't a legit player. Give the gold to a legit player.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
it.
you can tell he's fucking. You can tell he's using that gold for his Live Jasmine account, can't you?
All we've spoke about is like fucking porn and shit.
That's the way of life, isn't it?
Sound like a bunch of virgins, man.
Listen, mate, right? I'm 18 years old and I'm like a dog with 2 dicks.
Oh, we
What
lost,
else can I
Pig.
speak about?
Well, we just got haymakered, he comboed a few times. Nate Diaz is now going to be known as the fucking shittest boxer I've ever heard of.
Should have
Yeah,
stuck with the
boxer.
Conor McGregor.
Are we going back in, Paul? Are we going to do a YOLO stake,
We
cash
got
out after?
to,
Yeah, fucking logging back in, hold on.
I just hate handing away money like this, We could end up with something good this time,
To make a profit, yeah.
Well, we had the 100, didn't we? We should have left there, really. Wouldn't have put us in this
All
position.
I'm saying is that's 56 mil. That's about 3 months of Live Jasmine.
It's a good couple of private shows, that as well. Depending on how quick you last. Knowing you at
Mate,
your
I
30
fucking-
seconds, mate. That's about 30 different girls.
Mate, he doesn't even need a membership. All he needs is a fucking teaser and he's done.
Not gonna lie, lads. I'm usually done by the time the video is buffered. So fucking. There's no point in using.
That's happened to me before.
The
Not the fucking
thumbnail.
right.
The thumbnail.
I don't know about you lot, but yeah, I just get I get hard on just typing in the word Pornhub. I don't have to be on the site. Your body knows it's that time. Just get ready. Or the buttons on your fucking Calvins are just flying open. Like boom! Out comes the sea monster.
The sea. It's funny talking like
Tickling
this
the ankle.
because how old are you again? The other guy. How old are you?
Oh, the other guy.
What's your name again?
No. This ain't good enough, mate.
Alright, we're doing items, Pig. Alright, no worries, mate. We'll
That's
sell them
fine,
later. We'll use it for God Wars again.
Do you reckon he'll accept that as a gift on Live Jasmine? And Boss
That's that
Chesty.
scam.
I know.
Watch him put up like a room plate body or something.
Yeah,
Like.
the fucking, tip Charlotte on live, Jasmine. Here's a Bandos chest plate for the good work,
Fuck's
I
sake.
can't believe
I'm
I
not
can't
much of
remember
a
my name,
type
Paul.
ass
This
on,
is...
live, Jasmine. You log in, you got to make a convincing name first of all. I usually go for Big Dick Don 47, something like that.
No, you gotta sound like the
chat.
young guy. You don't want to be.
Yeah, you got to sound like that you're there to spend money, and so in reality, I'm just sat there. I've only got teasers. I've got no money. I've only got teasers.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there. You get you got to use that psychology. So you go, like, listen, okay. You show me a bit of your ass, twerk on camera, and I'll take you straight to private. In reality, that doesn't happen. You're just milk going. He says that you're bashing one out as quick as you can. Even you got 15 seconds of his ass.
And by the time that 1 minute delays come around, you don't actually see anything. You just bust your nut and go.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're not done, you go, oh shit, sorry, I lagged. Can you do that again, please, love? We'll take you straight to private. Some of them,
That's pretty much how it works. And then you feel guilty. You don't feel good afterwards. You feel guilty. You're sitting there like, and the woman's looking like, we ready now? And you're sitting there like, you don't even want to look at a woman.
I mean, as long as you're camming on, you're fine, aren't you? Like. You'd be back there in a couple of hours anyway, probably asking the same question. Oh, I'm back, love. Sorry, I was lagging. My internet dropped. Show me a bit of that ass shake again, and we go straight back to private.
Whoa. All I'm saying is, right, if it's a couple of hours, you're doing something wrong, okay? You want to be there less than like a minute. And then you need to find someone else. That's the way it works, right? You need to be there less than a minute, and if you don't bust your nut, then clearly she's not the one.
Like, the good thing about being a YouTuber as well is, when you've only got one, when your last teaser, you can record it, so you can play like the last 30 seconds back. So you got unlimited teasers.
I watch this 4.1 mil switch now. I'm waiting for this. Where's the 4.1 mil switch?
No, you won't. I don't think. Yeah, we're good to go, mate. You see what I've done here? You see what I've done? I've used half the cash stack, so we'll go in 41. Another 41 maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to do 41 after this one because we're going to be fucking potless.
Yeah,
you know the best thing about being a YouTuber, though, Pig?
Sorry?
Do you know the best thing about being a YouTuber?
What's that?
I don't know, because I'm not a YouTuber like you said, Kent.
That's just the life.
This is a nice one.
I know I get locked up within a couple of fucking hours, see, that's the issue.
Oh no, evens.
He's got PID as well, he's got the, he's probably got 60%.
So
he's
much.
probably got 80% odds now, so.
Oh, mate,
We
he's
can
fucked
win,
you.
0.
The likelihood of you tanking now is pretty, yeah. Well, we're
So
back
unlikely.
in 41 mil.
I know. Just handing
It
away
was
money.
ideal to become stake in cab.
To be honest, I'll probably just go the rest of my bank after this, mate. It's bad. I shouldn't have done this. It's so dumb.
It's a bad fucking habit, isn't it?
The other week I lost £500 online betting, football betting. Listen to this, right? 81 minutes into the game, LA Galaxy versus some random team. The random team were winning, okay? And I don't know much about American football. So I went in £200 on the other team because they were 1-0 up, and from that £100 I get like 140 back. So I was like, in 9 minutes, like, I think it's likely. Actually, I put 200 on, so I would have got like 280 back. Then 5 minutes went by, no goals went in. So what did I do? Put another 100 bet on, but this time it was my 100 would receive 120 back. And what happens in like the 88th minute, 89th, the other team scored. It was a 1-1 draw, so there goes 300 quid. And then got carried away. Chasing me losses, man, on the other games, like casino and that. And I think we just lost it. Oh no, nice win. Just nice. At the end.
Well, the thing is with gambling, it changes personalities as well, doesn't it? Like, for example, I think it was, last year's Grand National. I was in the bookies with my dad. Yeah, he's just stuck 50 quid on a horse. It's in first place, and he's the happiest person in the world. He's fucking screaming, he's going, yes, fish and chips after this one, lad. And fucking, the last hurdle it falls, he's going, oh, for fuck's sake, the bookies are getting teared down. There's pens, them little fucking blue pens you get like.
Yeah, but that's the point where that horse is going to be in your Tesco's lasagna the week after.
Well, exactly. Honestly, they'll probably shoot. Well, they do shoot them, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do shoot
this
them.
Grand National, fucking one of the horses broke their neck after falling over a fence, and they shot it in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's the thing.
You see them bring out some big blackout curtains, and all you hear is a bang, and they're like, "Oh, yep, the horses just go into Barbados."
Like, yeah, but the thing is, like, they say it's for it's best for the animal, but in reality, it's the owner. It's like, this fucking cunt has just lost me 15 grand shoot the fucker in the head. It's nothing to do with the fact he's just hurt himself. It's the fact that he's just lost the earner all this money.
But there's nothing wrong with him. Shoot the fucker.
That was a close stake when we
That
lost
was
again.
close. If he'd hit a 0 there, you know we had PID.
I know.
Well,
Can't get up, can we?
well, I don't know if it's the same scenario for you, Paul, but I'm quite fine.
Yeah, man. Hey. What's that, live, Jasmine?
Yeah, that's too fucking right.
Come here, Chantal. Give me a private show.
Go in there like fucking. Your name's like Money Bling Dick or something.
I've had some, I've had some creative names in my time.
What's the best way to make them do stuff for free? What name sounds like I've got?
You have to like sound like a fucking 50-year-old pervert, and that's the best name. So sort of things like let me think of a few examples. I'll come up with some off the top of my head.
Yeah. Looks like we're doing items again.
No, all I'm saying is, right, the name of a
Sounds
50-year-old that has got a lot of money but is also a pervert is Carlos, okay?
Oh
So
yeah,
you need Carlos in your name somewhere. It can be anything.
Hot
As long as
Carlos.
it's got like Carlos, yeah.
Hot Carlos.
or fucking I don't know, Stuart Sea Slug 47.
Stuart
No.
Seasley.
Sounds like he's
Fucking
too young to
Seasley.
be on the site. Man.
It sounds like the cunt goes out collecting stamps. Try and get
Seasley.
it to do anything for free, mate. That would be funny.
Oh, nice 21. Look at that. We need more of that, mate. We've been up and down, up and down. I've got an item as well. That's no fucking
How much is
good.
the balance
You know?
chest plate?
Don't even play fucking RuneScape. 11 mil.
Go on, drop
Sorry.
it, I dare you.
Oh, I can drop it. Yeah, I'm not afraid. Where is
Oh, hold
it?
on.
Wait, where is it? Hold on. There it is. How many
Fucking, where's
people?
my Subway? You can't pick that up.
8 fresh.
It's
So,
the
Paul,
same, like,
can you not remember my name?
I'd have to click Skype to know.
No, don't click Skype. Don't click fucking Skype, whatever you do.
There we go.
just avoid.
That was a big
that.
hit.
He's got PID though, but at least we hit hard there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Oh, it's so even
See,
these hits.
Free
Oh.
That PID's so annoying, dude. The same hits every time. But he's
Yeah.
always got that first hit. They was a bit higher
Well, the
for
thing
us.
is, if we end it now, we've got
So
really good
should
odds.
be a
Fucking
win.
hell, mate. That's
Yeah.
a big hit.
that
That's
hit,
nice.
the big one, give us all them odds, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we literally just turned the table. Look at that, mate. It's looking good now.
Yeah, we're back in, back in the money.
Do it all.
I think he wants to do
All of it.
41 again.
Do it all. Don't be a faggot.
I'll tell you how good my luck's been recently, Paul. I, a couple of days ago went out.
Yeah.
I went to McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
And fucking, I was there. I only had a couple of quid in my my back pocket. I didn't bring my wallet or nothing with me. I had nothing with me, and I
Yeah.
was fucking starving.
Right.
So I had this choice between a shitty 99p cheese, where that's a one bite and it's gone, and you know how terrible they are. They on the adverts, 99p. It's like this fuck off massive cheese, but fuck off. You can fit it in your palm, but
You go in the shop, they literally scrape it off the fucking floor.
Let me
All
just
we've got
get
to
in
do-
there.
The part about that meal is the pube that the fucking chef has left in there. Like,
And then you have
Yeah,
to take a
that's what I
double look to see if it's cooked properly,
yeah. But look,
you can still hear the fucking cow mooing like in your fucking bun.
I had a choice there. I was also thirsty at the same time, so I had a choice between, this cheeseburger that wasn't going to fill me up, no more than a Twix would, or a drink. So I went for I opted for the drink, more worthwhile. And on, the
That
fucking
cunt's
sticker
got
on the
like
side,
sticks, didn't he?
Yeah.
I whipped off the sticker, boy. I got a fucking big. I was buzzing my tits off. It's like I just won a 2 bill steak on 07. I was like, fucking get in there, my son. Strolled up to the counter, with this Big Mac ticket. I was like, give me this, love.
So
Fucking
that
never
was
mind.
such a good purchase, like that decision you made to go for the drink.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like,
Oh, I can't believe this.
this
Come on.
is-
about this,
Yes.
I'm the type of person that gets up at like 1 o'clock if I'm not doing anything, and I'm usually in college most days, so I don't have time before that. But every single time I've gone to McDonald's and I've got an instant win, it's usually a hash brown. So I was being left with like fucking 15 hash browns. And it's like always towards the end of like the promotion thing, I go there with just like a fucking pocket full of hash browns and I just chuck them at the bitch behind the counter and be like, listen, cunt, I want 15 hash browns. But the stupid bitch had a go at me, right? She was like, excuse me, you can only claim 4 at a time. So she made me claim 4, go back, claim 4. I was like, you stupid bitch.
You think that's bad though, right, Reese? You know, I want a chocolate McMuffin off the instant when I thought, fucking beautiful. That's gonna be, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So I was in the car, my friend was pulling through the drive-through. She goes, I ain't got any chocolate McMuffins, but I can substitute it for you. I thought, yeah, that's all right. And yeah, I have the ticket. I thought, I was probably gonna get like a white chocolate chip McMuffin. Something different. We pull out, we get home. I open it. There's a fucking, what's them stupid fucking fruit bag? That's what you fucking calling me, you slag. I don't want a fucking fruit bag. I want a chocolate muffin.
I know. I remember I got on one of them, the apple pie. Apple pie.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Are we doing this 72 mil? I think we're going in too much,
go for
man.
it, mate.
We're on a win spree,
Don't be a bitch, go for it.
Nah, I'm a pussy.
Nah, mate, this gambler's fallacy, right? Okay, you've got odds on everything, even odds on everything. Just remember that.
I just want to do a little bit less.
Fucking apple pies, though. Like a sugar donut, ain't they? They've got no apple in it. It's just literally a fucking sugar donut. But the fruit bag is how much of a con, right? It's literally, they're basically, there's like a fucking radish cut in half,
Hold on, he's on
tiny
30
radish.
there. Don't accept, fucking hell.
Oh, so you got a couple, like a minuscule
Ice on
slice
it.
bit of apple.
That's it. They get
That's
one
the
apple,
best, yeah.
they chop it into 15 pieces and make 15 fruit bags.
Yeah, that's 15 quid off one fucking apple. That's isn't it? That's 15 quid off one fucking apple. How lucky is that? What the fuck is that?
We just realised there's the
What
method.
makes me fucking laugh the most about McDonald's is, right, because obviously I'm a fat cunt, I go there all the time. And I got a mate, he's a bit of a gym head. And he'll go there, he'll order a big ass fucking meal and a cup of
That is
water.
disgusting, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
And a
Pitch
cup
fish.
of fucking water.
Does he,
That is. Like,
That's
I
like
took friends
fucking
out,
paying
right?
a prostitute for a hug.
Right, Pig, we're
Do it.
gonna cash a little. Actually, I don't know, man. What do you want to do?
Well, we can cash out 50 each, right? And we'll just, use the 100 or something.
Yeah.
See what we can make of it.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that way we've got what's something back.
Log back in and then.
In Nando's, I don't know if you've ever been, Paul. They do bottomless drinks. It's like a £5.
Yeah.
You can fill up as much as you want. He fucking fills up. Also, what you fucking doing? You can just go to the toilets, filled up a fucking, cup or you can get tap water from staff for free. And I've just spent, I know it's nothing, but a £5 on a bottomless drink, and he fills up Are you taking the fucking piss? I was going. Didn't love of water. You get that for free, you fucking bastard.
I'm that cunt that if there's like a bottomless drink somewhere and they give you an option of drinks, I will fill my cup up with a little bit of everything, try it, and when it tastes like shit, inevitably, I will just chuck that straight in the fucking bin. Like, I'm not there to drink a drink. I am there to experiment and take the absolute piss and abuse their bottomless rule.
Yeah.
like Subway, if I gotta sit there for an hour just to like fucking drink myself until I basically piss my pants, I will.
So
I won't even
enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. I won't even enjoy it, but I want to leave there knowing that I've had a sub and I've had a drink, and in my mind I've profited from it.
That's the way I do it, Paul. Nice one.
I know, another win. Good win that, like another 40. Ooh, okay, so if we to cash out now, 140 plus your 100, that makes 240. That's 120 each. How much have we put in originally? 50 and a 25, wasn't it? So we're about $50. What was it?
No, I think it was we done 56. That's $56, and then we done a. Was it 20? It was 25. Yeah, 25 I done 28. Yeah, that's right. So we basically, $80 is what we started with. We're up. I think.
Yeah, it's about that.
Did we just chuck 100?
No, 32.
I was gonna say. It's like, well, now we're about 100 in a pisser. But yeah, whatever.
We have just chucked.
That's a fucking good thing it wasn't 100 as well. Look at this.
Oh no, we can win it.
Oh, fucking good fight, Mike. That's about an accurate name at this rate. Go on, spank the bastard, Paul.
That was so
Fuck
nice.
off.
Odds
Hit
of winning.
a 2.
Yes.
Fucking sign up to adultworkers.com right now, because I'm gonna fucking book you in a second, boy. If you keep winning this, mate. I'll fucking no. You don't have to travel to me. I'll drive to you.
Yeah.
You know, on my knees.
Alright, whoa, listen, pig. What's the matter with me? Yeah.
No,
Well,
honestly,
you see, I've heard rumours about Paul. You see.
let me tell
Oh,
you
cheap.
a story. Actually, another funny story. My mate plays poker, yeah, and he goes to the casino to play poker, of course. And
Yeah.
there's women there that will offer to give you a massage whilst you're playing poker, and they charge you £1 a minute, right? So £60 an hour to sit and play poker and have like a fit girl like massaging your shoulders. That's all you get for it. And my mate got this one time, and he was going up and up and up. I think he walked away with like 400 profit from poker, but he had this girl like massaging his back for like, I think it was like 90 minutes or something, and he just like forgot about it almost. And she said, "You're
Fucking
over
that's all his
£90."
profit down the pan, isn't it?
So he still made profit, but he just told us the story about it, and I just found it funny how he'd spent that much, but he didn't care. Overall it was a good night for him. But
That's like my sperm and rhino experience, as I've said before, Paul. It was 80 for an lap dance. I thought, yeah, they'll probably get a lot out of this, which I did. And then she goes, "Do you want some double trouble? VIP." And I thought I'd come with the 80 quid. So I was like, "Yeah, go on then." So I'm dragged off into this room. Here I am, fucking double trouble. I thought I was a king. I felt like fucking Snoop Dogg, right? So there I was. I can get this double trouble, and then 5 minutes later, she whips out, that fucking, when you go to like a drive-through, they got that portable card thing.
yeah.
She whips out, she goes, "That'll be 480 quid." I'll give you fucking what? It's 480 quid. I didn't even get my dick wet. She goes, "Yeah, that'll be 480 quid."
Wow.
See, this is what I'm
Economy
saying.
Scamming
You
bastard.
waste an hour of having a girl like waving her ass in your face, or you go home, go on porno, and have a quick tug.
Well, in reality, Reese, I've just spent 560 quid to go home, miserable, in the toilet to bash one out.
Exactly.
I can't believe we just won that. Paul.
I
might
don't
bash
even
one out.
know,
Yeah.
These steaks are
Should've
all
just
over the
fucking-
place.
You, literally, if she would have said 480 quid, I would walk straight back in that room with my dick out and fucking jizzed in her eyeball.
Doesn't it really kill the mood though? Like, I mean, you're there with these two girls, and then the moment it comes to them like pulling this card machine out or whatever, you just realise, you feel, you've got your money's worth kind of, but you just feel a little bit fucked.
The best bit about it though is
kills the mood.
until that card machine is in front of you, you have no idea where the fuck it comes from. You are waiting for that moment. You are anxiously waiting from the moment she like fucking comes up to you and is like, "Hey baby," and like, I don't know, some big black woman or some shit. It's like, that within a matter of minutes she's going to be asking you for the money, and then all of a sudden it becomes like more of a case of, can I get out of here and not pay, by the time she realises.
Log back in, by the way, Pig, if you are. I'll just give you some more money. We'll start stacking it up, and then we'll go half.
We'll see what we can end on, isn't it? So.
I tell you what, funny story right about a strip club is, I've got like two sets of friends. I've kind of like I've got my mates which, I don't know, this more. It's gonna sound like quite bigoted, but like they're sort of like the cool people.
Mm.
And I got one group of friends that, like, we're more on the lines of, we'd rather just fucking speak to each other over Skype and then go out like once a month and just absolutely make dicks of ourselves and kill each other. I was out with that group of friends, right, and it was Valentine's Day, because obviously like half of them are keyboard warriors and the other half just literally just don't see sunlight. We all went out on Valentine's Day and we went to an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. So we were there now, we were drinking these beers, and we were there for probably about 3 hours drinking these beers, just fucking constantly. And obviously there's no management of drink when you don't drink much, so they were literally just downing them just because they hated the taste. So we all got really fucking fucked now, and this little Chinese man came over and he was like, "Oh, hi guys, you ready for the bill?" And we were like, "Oh, give us 2 minutes." I can't remember who it was, but one of my mates, he came up with the idea of just running away from the bill, so we just thought, fuck it, we will run away from this bill. We all got up. I don't know how the fuck we done it. We ran away. We were gone. Fucking couldn't see us for love nor money. So we were all hyped up now. Like, we were all like, yeah, fucking, yeah, we just free meal, 10 free pints. Fucking loving it. And because obviously I thought I was Mr. Big Bollocks. I was like, oh yeah, let's go to a strip club. Expecting almost be like, oh no, okay, that's where we draw the line. But no, we all ended up in a fucking strip club. all pissed off our fucking heads. My mate was sat down speaking to this girl for about an hour. He was literally giving her money and she was talking to him. And she come up to him about 20 minutes after, like, you know, she stopped speaking to him. He's thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a free dance. She sat on his lap, got like an inch away from his face, and she said, can you recommend me to one of your friends? I don't want to give you a dance. I was like, oh, fuck me, I feel so bad for the guy.
Oh, that's fucking dreadful.
But this is where the story gets even more interesting. He pushes the bitch off him. And she obviously tries to, like, you know, stand up, but because they wear the heels, which are like fucking 19 inches tall and look like a string of spaghetti, she snaps her fucking heel. All you can hear is her, like, crying in the middle of this fucking strip club. Everything just comes to a standstill. Some big bald-headed bastard bouncer comes running over. I was like, he's gonna fist my asshole and I'm gonna leave you dead. And I told her, you fucking ripped shit out of my mate. He chucked him outside, he got us all out. Fucking, I was here bricking. I was like, oh, suck your dick, just leave me alone. He chucked us all out. Half of us had like fucking bruises and half of me chucked us out. We all were in a massive fucking state. So we were there now outside for about 20 minutes, like, you know, making sure we had everything, just getting our bearings back after getting fucked up by some bouncers. And my mate looks up then, and after doing his shoes up and all that shit and doing his belt up, because he thought he was like hot stuff. And there was a little fucking Asian man stood in front of us. The one we just ran out on a 400 fucking quid bill on. It was the worst fucking... He literally dragged my one friend to a cash point. Made him withdraw, I think it was like 400 or 500 quid. He didn't even have it in his bank account. He went to withdraw like fucking, it wasn't even his bank card. He had to pay for all of our meals, all of our drinks, and this little Asian man beat his fucking ass outside of a cash machine.
It's like, speaking of strip clubs though, like, there's one in my local town. It's a shit one, but we all ended up in there pissed. And my friend, he drunk so much that night. And I remember he was throwing up inside the club, so he got thrown out. You know, I see him outside. He's thrown up all over the floor. He goes to the bouncer. The bouncer goes, "Sorry, you can't come back in here." He goes, "Why not? I've just seen you throw up." And he goes, come on, mate, let me back into the pussy palace." And I pissed myself. I was crying and laughing. Like, this is no pussy palace, right, Paul? It's the type of person when you sit down on that lap dance chair. She takes up a bar and you think, fucking hell, you can put that back on. You know, they fucking fly down to her knees.
Are we going in with this, by the way? You up for it or?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're down 70 if we lose. We still got the BCP. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about the item.
That's something, isn't it? That's something.
Yeah, you're giving me that.
This can really escalate our profits, though. If we do come out good on this, like, that 50 mil, mate, that's like nearly 50% of our cash right now. Good chance we're going to win it as well. Nah, need a hit now.
We got PID, mate. We've got very high odds of winning this. 24 here. No.
These two many
we've still
zeros,
got, 70. Yeah, we've got about 90% chance now. But we hit. Oh, we've still got high chance, mate.
Oh my
we
word!
My god!
Wow.
That is spark Mac material right there. If you want to upload that, promote yourself. That's fucking ridiculous. That is. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
You can literally fucking
see all them zeros. Like all we needed is any of them to be something. Anything.
A 3. So we had to. No, it was a 2, wasn't it? It was a 2, and we had PID and we had 2 zeros. And
if I would have won that, I would have had 170 mil, and we could have just left with 170 each.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Then that was my plan.
Throwing the BCP about 10 times, double it up each time. Fuck it. See what we can make of it. Who's that cunt? One Kentucky.
One scammer, more like.
Speaking of one Kentucky, who'll win this pool, that's a bargain bucket each, $10. Quite literally as well, 10 piece.
Did you guys see the fishy video or the Smite OBGS video? No, where they got banned with 30 bill. Did you see that?
They got banned with it? No, I haven't seen it.
Apparently they got banned. I don't know how.
It's probably unlikely, isn't it? It's more likely.
They were staking and it just kind of got logged out mid and it said manual perm ban, and I personally feel that it looks a bit staged, but to be honest, it could well be real. They're up to all kinds of tricks there,
Can you blame them on that amount of money? That's, it's a lot.
Has any of you ever heard of a river called the River Taff?
No.
Well, it's like a massive fucking river in Wales, and it stretches like from one end of, I'm saying from one end, but it's like a massive river. It stretches miles across Wales, and where I live pretty much backs onto the River Taff, and we granted, a couple of us, we got pissed one day, and we were in town, and we'd bought a rubber dinghy. It was like, it had a canvas floor, but you had to blow up the edges.
Oh yeah.
And where I live, we thought, fuck it, you know what, we'll all get pissed, and we'll just see how far we can get. And so we drinking now, like, a couple of them were like, oh, you know, I'm really, I don't want to do this, because if we fall in, that's my phone fucked, that's this fucked, that's that fucked. And because I live about 10 minutes away from it, I was like, fuck it, we'll all go back to mine, dump all your valuables there, we'll just do it, and just fucking walk home if we got to. Because, you know, we didn't spend much. I think we spent 30 quid on this dinghy. And we fucking thought, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. By the end of it, there was 4 out of 7 of us that decided to jump in. We thought, we're not going to go far, we'll just try and, like, you know, get ourselves into the side of the river and jump out 5 minutes up the stream. But we got a little bit carried away, thought, yeah, we're the dog's fucking bollocks, we are. And we ended up in a place called Cardiff Bay, and that's where all the boats and that go out. So we'd managed to travel now. It's about fucking 2 hours away from where I live, and we got there on a fucking rubber dinghy, and we were going through Cardiff town, because like the river flows all the way through Cardiff town. It passes all the like the cinema and the rugby pitch and all that. And I shit you not, we were on a billboard for 2 weeks, a picture of us down in this river on a rubber dinghy, just fucking flying through all the rapids. It was sick. But yeah, we spent 50 quid on the dinghy. My mate dropped his phone in the river because he kept it on him, and no taxi would take us home, so we walked home for 2 hours soaking wet with a dinghy.
Oh, I bet it's fucking freezing.
No, it was a really nice day, but you know, when you got to walk for 2 hours and it's becoming mid-afternoon, you start freezing your bollocks off.
Yeah.
That Pidwin then, though, did you see that, yeah?
Yeah, typical. I wouldn't have it on the 50, though, innit? 2 chances as well.
I know, we're hovering around this 90 at the moment. Oh, look at this poor guy.
Poor bastard.
Poor guy, eh?
Message him, say if you want to keep that for your dinner money tomorrow. You know, you need this.
And he declined as well. Fucking, he shit it, man. He thought, oh, I'm not doing me 14 mil. Killed Zora for 14 hours.
Yeah, fuck this. You know, this is, you know, a jack of potato at school and a flapjack. Not doing that.
Straight to Marcus.
Right. Did you used to have fucking turkey twizzlers in school?
Turkey? No, I didn't.
They were the fucking shit, and only because of that cunt Jamie Oliver, they got rid of them. They completed my fucking life. They were literally like a heart attack on a fucking, I don't even know what you'd class it as, but they were the best things in the world.
No, you know, like your primary school, your high school, you always had them, you know, the chocolate chip muffins. It was always on a Friday, right? You know, I'd come in on a Friday, you know, I see my friends eating these chocolate muffins, I think, fucking hell, you know, next Friday I'm bringing a couple of quid, I'm getting myself a chocolate muffin. You get all the way to the, you know, you get to the front this next Friday and you think, yeah, there's something black in them fucking muffins, that's got to be chocolate muffins, isn't it? So you go, what are these? So you speak to whoever's serving, you go, what are these? These are chocolate muffins. Oh, fuck off, Arlie. You've spent 2 quid on that bar. It's got fucking raisins in them. No chocolate chips. It's a fucking raisin muffin. You think, you fucking con and fat bitch. You think.
I would have cried, see. I would have cried. That would have destroyed me.
We used to have this thing, listen to this. This was the funniest thing ever. It's like a flawed concept in the end, but the canteen used to be all so busy, so the school wanted to figure out a way that they can, you know, make it less crowded so they can get more people through. So they brought out this meal deal called the Queue Buster, where it means you don't have a queue, and it's a little pack-in. You get like chips, a burger, and a drink. It's like a meal deal for £2. But it became so popular and like so convenient, you know, that it just got crowded, and in the end, you know, the Queue Buster meal, which everyone
ended
knew,
up causing the queue.
It was, dude, it was that room used to be crowded. It had like 3 dinner ladies and like serving them out, like passing them out. £2 a pop.
For 2 quid to save yourself 15 minutes of your lunch break, that's worth it, isn't it, at the end of the day?
See, in school, I always used to be like a little cunt. I used to be that person that would always try and find a way of scamming everything. Like, I would never, like, just outright steal something. I'd always have to find a clever way of doing something. And what we
Like
used to
me
do
on
is, like,
RuneScape, that is, mate.
at the end of, like, every single lunch, all the dinner ladies, like, they go around and they just clear the vending machines. But we'd have vending machines, like, we'd have them in the, sort of, the main canteen area. And then there was, like, a corridor as well, where there was, like, 3 or 4 there. It was, like, a hot chocolate machine and, like, something served, like, crisps. And then, like, chocolate or some bollocks. I don't know. But we always used to check and see if we could figure out what the code was that they're typing in to open up the drawer. Because literally, this was at the point where, like...
Sorry,
that's fucking mad, that is. You are lucky as fuck. But yeah, this was at the point now where, like, everyone was fucking complaining because, like, things were going up in price in school by, like, 10 pence and that. This was, this was difficult times, man. I had to suck a lot of dick in school for that extra 10 pence. And we managed, like, literally, it was, like, after weeks of fucking trying, we managed to figure out how to turn the prices around on, like, all the shit in the vending machines. And they just couldn't understand why every single lunch they'd go out, they'd fill this vending machine up, it'd be empty by the end of it, and they'd open a drawer and it'd be nothing in there at all.
I was going to say about, like, fucking... I used to be the type of kid that, you know, you'd walk through the corridor, you see these vending machines, and you see that one drink almost coming out, you think, fucking hell. Oh, John, look at this, I might get 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 drinks, yeah.
You stick your 50p in, you go on, my fucking son. And then your fucking bottle of water ended up getting stuck as well. You're like, oh, fuck this bollocks, man. It's like a daughter in a steak at fucking RS, isn't it? Oh, you bastard. Gonna have 2 for 1 here.
The best and worst day of my life was in school when I, like, because on the rings, but when they, like, turn, you gotta, like, stack them a certain way. Like, you've got to, but the woman who done it, I don't know whether it was just, like, a mistake or not, but she put it, like, so it wasn't back, it was, like, every half ring. So what was happening is you go to pay for, it was Kinder Buenos, I remember it because it was the best day of my life. You put your money in, you type in the code, it would spin round halfway and you could get your money back. But it wouldn't drop. But if you put your money in again, put the code in, it would drop the one you just, like, you know, you just got your money back for, and you could still get your money back because the ring hadn't done a full rotation.
Right, yeah.
So we're just there for about half hour, just clearing out the fucking shelf of Kinder Buenos. I was like, yes, I'm the dog's bollocks. I'm going to be set for weeks. So I was in fucking DT and that now, and I had all these, like, I think it was probably over 15 Kinder Buenos at the bottom of my bag. And we were making, like, these steel sort of containers. And I remember, like, putting a steel container in my bag to go home with. And obviously, because we're dickheads when we're young, like, you know, running about, jumping about like a twat, chucking our bags. I was chucking my bag around with a steel container in it. And I opened up my bag when I got home, and it was literally just plastered with fucking chocolate. Like my bag was, it was like a pool of chocolate at the bottom of my bag, along with fucking pencil sharpenings and God knows what.
Speaking of, like, chocolate, I was literally in high school. I was known as the Alan Sugar Kid. I'll tell you why. What I used to do is I'd go, because not many people used to go to Tesco's and that. Tesco's was really close to my school, but a lot of kids, you know, they get dropped off at school. They weren't able to go there, or they'd arrive too late to be able to go there, etc. Whatever. You know, I'd buy 20, you know, literally 20 packets of fucking Wrigley's chewing gum.
Yeah.
You know, like 20 quid, but it would literally last me a month, and I'd be able to sell a piece of chewing gum for literally 20 pence, right? So a packet would literally net me about 2 quid. And in one £1 packet, I'd get 4. So if you think that's 8 quid a packet, and at the time I was walking away from, you know, school every day with probably about £25 profit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money to be making. Look, you know, 14, 15 years old just from going to school.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
You know, it's good. You know, you'll be walking away with.
When you're in school, the only thing you need money for is that lunch break and that dinner. You know, break time and dinner, and on the way home. You know, so if you've got the power from selling chewing gum to buy anything you want, you know, that you're loaded. You've got everything you need.
It's at the end of the day, it's not
It's
just
just like-
chewing gum. That fucking having chewing gum in your mouth is a status. It's like fucking that kid's
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? He's fucking you know. He's not
Well,
someone
this
to mess
is
with.
it.
He's munching Wrigley's chewing gum. You know what I mean? And if
Me
they
and my
stick under the
mates-
table,
Were literally fucking deities coming up towards like the last few years of one of my schools, because part of the GCSEs, like my school was separated off into two,
right?
and in between the walk to the two camp, like no one was allowed outside the campus unless you were like in sixth form, but with some of the subjects you had to go between the two sites, and they'd let you out if you like. You'd have to show me a journal, obviously saying, "Oh, I got this lesson." So literally, it was every single Monday without fail. We'd go there, and we'd like take orders, and we'd always used to go to the shops in between, and we used to take orders of what people wanted, and we'd go back with literally like just a fucking like a mound full of shit. The teachers knew we were doing it, but they couldn't exactly say we're not letting you go to your lessons. And it'd just be like a gang of like people just waiting at the gates, like ready to collect what they've just asked us to get. Like,
Fucking, I remember I used to be wicked good friends with my ICT teacher, like to the point where me and him would be at the back of the class playing on Lithuanian game sites. Yeah,
Lithuanian game site.
Yeah, legit. And like if anyone else went on there, like, smack the fucking paint, and they would get off that, John, get off that game. There's me and him at the fucking back playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, fucking Lithuanian style, right?
Oh mate, fucking Spank the
And,
Monkey was the best game in the
I
world.
legit used to walk in his lesson with fish and chips and sit there and eat these fish and chips. And if someone else was eating like fucking munching chewing gum, they were straight out of the class. You know what I mean? I got a fucking massive bit of cod in my mouth. He was like, honestly my favourite. He was such a legend. I'm still in contact with him now, but honestly, he was the
lucky
nicest
man.
guy you'd ever meet. Well, to me anyway. To everyone else, he's a cunt, but me and him got on so fucking well.
So I never really got along with many of my teachers. There was a couple I did, but a lot of my teachers were bellends. Well, they weren't bellends. I was a bellend, so.
The thing is with like high school and stuff, I was able to get on with pretty much everyone. I didn't really have any enemies. I was able to get on with anyone and everyone, and especially like the teachers. Like the teachers used to fucking love me. I could always go into a lesson and have a good laugh with a teacher, no matter what. So I wouldn't say I was a good kid at school. I got done pretty shit at school. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I say I done shit. I got base C's. A in business studies, but other than that, base C's. But I mean, I could have done much better. And I used to just piss around in lessons, but the teachers would love me. They wouldn't I say I piss around in lessons. I didn't cause mayhem, but if I try to have a laugh with people, then it'd usually be something the teacher would be able to have a laugh on with me as well. So
I think that's what I quite like about college is just this less of like a teacher-student thing. It's more of a a relaxed environment, so you can have
yeah,
a laugh.
exactly, yeah. Because especially with college and stuff like that, a lot of it's coursework based, isn't it? You get that bit of theory, input, but a lot of it's coursework based. You can kind of sit in this and you can have a laugh with your tutor. That's what I like about college as well.
It's literally, it's not even that. It's the fact that like in college, I can have a laugh with my tutor, and he'll be there like, I don't know. He told us like he bought his daughter Reading tickets, and I was like, oh shit, how old's your daughter then? He was like, oh, 18. And it's like, you could tell it pisses him off, but he does get me back as well. Like, he's a bit of a dickhead. And I was telling him like all the time, I'd be like, oh, fair play, if your daughter ever wants a good time, tell her to call me. But like, if I would have said that in school, that's the type of shit that gets you kicked out. But
Yeah.
in college, it's something now the teachers are willing to have a laugh about.
Nice one, Paul.
Clutch.
Thank you, mate. That's a fucking lap dance.
Yeah, that was a risk, but we needed
worth
that, Glad we won that. As I say, mate, the real goal here is just like another 170, and I'll happily leave with that. But it's just
Yeah,
back
exactly.
and forth at the moment.
Right, so Steven Gerrard,
Mhm.
obviously you probably went to school in like the 1950s, like, fucking just after the war and all that shit.
Yeah, back in my day.
What are your mad experiences with school? Like, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I was kind of like yourself, the mischievous type. One time
Like,
in RE class, we smuggled out a Buddha head from the back of the classroom. So the teacher brought back this like monument. It was a Buddha's head from wherever she'd been on holiday. And what was it? Oh yeah, we just found it funny. We took it off the back shelf and started passing it around. And we just found it funny. And then the bell went, so we all dashed out the classroom. And no joke, this Buddha head ended up outside the classroom, and then we didn't know what to do with it. And this one guy went to pass it to me, and I put my hands behind my back, and he just dropped it. And this Buddha head was made of like a pot, like a pottery of some kind. So it just cracked into like dozens of pieces. And then there was a big investigation about that, like who they never found out in the end because no one grassed each other up. We had to do like written, documents of what happened, and we all just acted like we didn't know who dropped the heads, and we all put in our statements that we didn't know it left the classroom, and once it did, we didn't know where it was or anything. We just heard the Buddha drop. So, and I remember one time one of the teachers tried to frame me. He said, "A prefect seen you drop that Buddha head," and honestly, like I hadn't touched it since it left the class really, and he tried to frame me. I remember that, like looking back now, he was trying to catch me out, to make me say, "Oh, you've got me," kind of thing. Yeah. But I just denied it, as I say. It's one of them.
Yeah, what the fuck you chatting? So there was a few moments in school like where, but you could never like trust anybody because like I don't know, it just seemed like in my school part of having a laugh was like dropping subtle hints that somebody's done something. Yeah. And it'd always be to the teachers as well. Like I remember I got kicked out of one of the classes because one of my teachers was showing us wedding photos, and she was like, bearing in mind she's supposed to be teaching us now. She was there, coming with like some it wasn't even a USB stick. It was like some big portable hard drive, and she was showing us pictures of her in her wedding dress, and where she was, and all the flowers. None of us were interested. We were all bored out of our fucking mind. But then she started showing us pictures of like her and her brother on that, and her brother was bald. So I just thought, fuck this, I gotta liven this up a bit. I just shouted out, "Slaphead." She kicked the fuck off.
Yeah.
She kicked me out straight away. I stood outside the door for 3/4 of an hour while she was showing the rest of these wedding photos. I was like, fuck this, I am gone. But all my mates were in the class saying, like, laughing, sending me texts like, "Oh my god, she's slagging you off big time." I was like, oh fuck this. So I thought, I'm not waiting out in here any longer. I walked back in the classroom, sat at the back. She was like, "What do you think you're doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I've just come to sit in a lesson, wine." And she was like, "Oh, well, after you just said to me," I was like, "Well, you're supposed to be teaching us." And then she was like, "Right, I'm going to get the principal about this." I was like, "Oh, fucking hell, here we go." So I just thought, if I leave now, I'm just going to look like Bellend. I just got to hold my ground now and just deal with the shit I'm going to get.
Yeah. Well, the fact is that she should have been teaching us.
This is it though, right? She turned off, like, these wedding photos and put something relevant to history up on the board. I'm like, this bitch. So he came in now, the classroom, and he was there, and he was like, "Oh, what have you done?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, I'm just learning." And all my mates are cunts. They were there like, making fucking jokes about bald people and that. And I was like, "Oh, you're a bunch of bastards." So I was there, I was trying not to laugh, I was just smirking at him. He was like, "What do you find so funny?" By the end of it, I ended up fucking bursting and like pissing myself laughing. And the only reason why I didn't get kicked out of school for calling her, like, a brother or slaphead is because I said, well, in all fairness, I wouldn't have seen her brother if she was teaching us. And she ended up getting suspended for 2 weeks as well then. But they're fucking bastards. That's literally all they used to do. Like, my mates is like, if anyone got into like any form of trouble or said something under their breath and a teacher like, "Oh, what do you just say?" Every single time without fail, we'd find a way to fucking snake him up. But it wouldn't be done like, he done this. It'd be like literally just dropping subtle hints all the fucking time.
I remember, like, when I first went to my high school, I was, 11 years old, 12 years old, and I was quite clever with my comments. I had, like, really witty comments, I was really witty about things. And I got suspended for a month. An entire month. Bearing in mind, this is like probably the second month I've ever been at high school. And basically what happened was we had this bald-headed fucking cunt of a geography teacher called Mr. Bilby, right?
It's the
We're about
baby.
60 years old, yeah.
Oh,
So
so you would have been
he
Mr.
sends
Dildo straight away. Day one.
he sends me out of this fucking geography lesson, and he goes, right, you're going to referral. Your attitude, he didn't say fucking. He goes, your attitude stinks. And I go, so does your fucking breath. That was me gone for a fucking month.
What a thing to say.
Yeah, I was only like what 11, 12. What a thing to say. Yeah, so does your fucking breath. Welcome to high school.
We had a teacher. I don't even know what accent it was. She sort of spoke like this, like she's from like Combine Harvester land. But she was like Irish or something like that, even though she spoke like she was from like Somerset or something.
Right.
And every single lesson we'd had with her, she'd end up kicking off at the class. And I don't know why. I've always had this thing where if I'm speaking to somebody and they have a different accent, I will instinctively like adopt that accent and start speaking like them.
Yeah, I've done it a lot.
And I couldn't fucking help it. We were doing like presentations and group speaking and all that shit. And she was there speaking, and by the end of it, it sounded like some proper like fucking Combine Harvester leather. And I was like, fuck it. I almost got like, I didn't get kicked out. Obviously, they wouldn't kick me out over something stupid like that. But I almost had a massive bollocking over like just something I do instinctively. And it's the same with like smart comments. Like, I know one of my mates, he got kicked out of school for like 2 weeks for saying that's what she said at the end of a sentence. And, like, one of the saying, fuck me, man. This is literally what it's come to. Then.
We had a place called Referral, which is where you'd go spend the entire day there, do absolutely fuck all because you'd done something bad. I was in there for 2 weeks, right? Because it was year 11. I was 15 years old.
Must have been a cunt.
No, we was in history. In my opinion, I'd done nothing wrong. We was in history, okay? Watching a film, was watching Gandhi. Gandhi got shot in the head and I fucking pissed myself. His glasses went flying across the screen. I was in fucking hysterics. And that got me 2 weeks in referral. Just because everyone was kind of sad. There was me just pissing myself at the front. Because it wasn't the fact he got shot, it's just the fact his fucking glasses flew across the screen. It got me. It was just fucking hilarious. But it was stupid shit like that that got me in trouble.
There used to be this guy named Daniel, and I think he had low blood pressure, and he always used to faint over the subtlest things, like anything that was too gruesome or that was a bit disturbing, it would knock him west. So again, we were in RE and we were watching something about abortion, and there was a girl in the abortion program, and she actually had like a coat hanger like up herself, like trying to abort herself. Because we were learning about some, I forget now, but it was quite graphic and there was blood starting to appear. And he just puts his hand up, he's at the back of the class. He says, "Miss, can I go the toilet?" It's like, "Yeah, Daniel, you can go to the toilet." Like, this is during it. And then he gets up and then like staggers to the front of the class and he puts his 2 hands on the desk. Like, you can tell he's dazed, like someone just punched him in the face and he's like, can't stay straight. And then, he just slowly, like, falls to the ground. He just, like, then collapses and faints, like, and he always used to come around. It was never, ever serious, it was just, like, he couldn't deal with what he was watching and it just, made him collapse.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I've ever been like that with, like, anything, to be honest. I've got quite an iron stomach, but, there was always this one kid in my school who used to lie about his illnesses all the time. And he used to be that kid who like missed like 2 weeks off school and say, I don't know, he'd lost his leg and got it sewn back on or something. He was that type of guy, but no one believed he had epilepsy. And one of the boys, he was like, right, I'll prove him a fucking liar. I'll prove him a liar. Come in with a fucking strobe light on his phone. I was like, oh, right, watch this. Strobed him out in the middle of the class. The cunt genuinely started going on the floor and like disco dancing all over the floor. Like, he was not having a good time with things. Started having a seizure on the floor, and all we could do was fucking laugh because nobody believed him. So we were stood there laughing now for about 2 minutes, and then we started thinking, hold on a minute now. He is actually having a fucking seizure. Shit, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
But it was that moment of like 2 minutes of panic of just watching him like having a seizure on the floor and I laughed, then all of a sudden be like, fuck, oh my god, what the fuck have we just done? Have we just killed some guy? Have we just killed him?
I I remember, as being a typical lad in school. In science, if you've done extra science, you got to actually examine, a pig's heart. How it all works and shit. And all the lads, sticking their fingers inside, going, "I bet this is what it feels like, lads." All fucking 15-year-old lads. "I bet this is what it feels like." No, I'm not kidding. We walked out of the classroom, and there was this guy. He was like a little fucking black kid called Jonathan. I swear, honestly, swear to God, he had his knob in the heart, and we was like, "What are you fucking doing, Jonathan?" He's this little black kid, little horny little fucking black kid. You go, like, bearing in mind there's girls there as well. You've got your knob in a pig's heart, and honestly, he got ripped the shit out. He had to move schools a lot. I mean, how can he put that knob in the pig's heart? Fucking hell. There's only one thing that pumps that heart, lads.
Well, that's a bit psychopathic. That, I mean, like, he's probably a cannibal now. You don't know.
Yeah, he probably fucking is. I don't know what happened to him. Who fucks a pig's heart though? You've got to have some issues to do something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I could even condone somebody doing something like that.
So, I remember at the end of the lesson, like, we obviously was getting asked questions and stuff about hearts and stuff, and the science teacher was like, so what is it that keeps the heart going? What is it that pumps the heart? And someone goes, "Jonathan's knob." And that was sticking me forever. I was pissing myself. Honestly, hysterics.
We had an incident one time. Someone got a paper clip, and in the science rooms you have the plugs, don't you, on your desk? And someone had got the paper clip and put it in the plug holes and turned it on, man, and he blew up, and he literally just fell back in his chair. He was lucky not to really electric, because what he was doing, without realising it, he was creating a live circuit. Because the metal was just going round, and the moment he turned the plug on, bro, knocked him back. Fucking retard, bro. It's the stuff you do though, innit? When you're at school, you experiment and you test things.
Yeah.
Remember the Bunsen burners and stuff? You used to just burn your mate's rubber on it and that.
That's my mate's jumper. I used that on. I was like, "Fucking watch this, mate. Look at this." I'm not good.
I always remember, right? I got sent out of science with 3 of my mates, but rather than send us outside into the hallway, they'd have classes back to back, and they'd kind of have a closet in the middle of the classes. So what they'd do is they just send us into the empty class at the back, and they had all these test tubes out from after they just finished washing them and things like that. And one of my mates, I'm saying he was my mate. He was just in my class. I didn't really speak to him much, but I just got sent out with him for dicking about. And we were all egging him on to stick his dick in one of the test tubes. And what he'd done is, obviously, because test tubes are quite small, he'd wrapped his foreskin around the end of the test tube. But it was one of the ones they didn't wash. His knob swelled up like a fucking balloon.
Oh no.
And he could not pull this fucking test tube out of the end of his knob. And he was there, literally, I'd never seen, he was crying, thinking, he's trying to jam the fucking test tube in the door to try and edge it out.
Oh.
We were there creasing. He got to the point where he looked like he was just tossing himself off, trying to pull this fucking test tube off the end of his knob. Teacher comes running in, he just stood there with his fucking trousers barely up. Fucking test tube hanging out with his ballooned up fucking knob. We were creasing. And the worst part about it is watching the fucking teacher, we followed him in. Rather than walk out the door of the empty classroom, he walked through the classroom which everyone else was sat in, with a fucking kid with a test tube round his knob, crying his eyes out before he took him downstairs. We were all there in the back, creasing like fuck, because we still obviously had to stay there. And as soon as the teacher left the classroom, everyone else in the class come storming through that fucking cupboard, asking what the fuck had happened. I mean, he got bullied for it for ages, man.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Fucking hell.
Seeing him 3 hours later with a fucking ice pack on his crotch.
I'm pretty sure there's one thing we're all familiar with in high school, and that's that one fat cunt that skips cross country every year. You're like, oh, what's Matthew? What's Matthew not here today? Oh, he's got a headache. Fuck off. It's cross country, innit? Oh yeah. I had a headache.
Yeah, it's always a petty excuse.
You fat bastard.
Dude, you can't even think of a good excuse.
I was always that over-optimistic fat kid. I used to like take part in all the sports, even though I do shit.
Yeah.
But I remember one day, I'm saying one year, I made all the fucking people I thought they were really good at sports feel like silly little cunts. We played badminton. And I was fucking king bollocks at badminton. Like, that was my fucking sport, man. It's like cross-country, everything. Every year I used to do it. I'd be sweating my bollocks off by the end of it, and I'd be crawling along the floor. But I'd still give it a go.
I remember fucking senior cross country, right? As I said, this guy called Matthew, he had to do it, you know. And I wasn't let him to prom, he had to do it. And so fucking he's this fat cunt running across this field towards the finish line. Bearing in mind, because as a senior last year, like cross country, all the entire school watches. And there was these couple of lads, used to be fucking hilarious. They had like a massive bit of red cloth going, go on boy, go on, as he was fucking charging to the fucking finish line, mocking him completely, going, go on my son, flashing this bit of red cloth. School in hysterics. The teachers didn't know what to do because they were laughing at the same time, you know, they got to take their job professionally. But honestly, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
no wonder we didn't do cross country.
I mean, we had a guy in our form, and yeah, he was that type of guy who, you know, would always skip, you know, sport events, anything with exercise. On PE day, he'd forget his kit. That's the type of guy this person was, and he brings it in. You know, we're doing hurdles. It's like form versus form, where you have to like compete against each other. And for some reason, he's doing it this day, and he nominates the hurdles event, bro. He got to like the 4th hurdle, and no joke, ambulances were on the field. He broke his leg. He jumped the hurdle like in the most spastic way. Like he got one leg over, and his back leg pulled it towards him, and then like he trapped his leg, bro. And it was like the first event he did, and he was on his ass, like, you know. No wonder he didn't do events. Like, that's why those people don't like, because they have such bad experiences. They crap at it.
They're scared and they're humiliated, aren't they? I suppose that's why. But as I say,
for the sports day, we'd always have we'd have different forms, but our form, we kind of like we never used to take it seriously. So what we always used to do is, when we had to put down like the names of like everyone who's doing what event and all that shit, like they put me doing the fucking all the running events. I'm a fat cunt, so I can't do that. But I remember there's one kid, he's like 4 foot and a fart, and he had to do the hurdles, and we had the proper hurdles. And all I can remember is we were all there. We were like, okay, there's a laugh, but then this is just fucking bullying him. Because we were watching him training, doing these hurdles. He's literally running through every single one, like getting injured. On the day, we were like, come on, you fucking got this. At least try and clear one. He jumped up in the air completely too early. Still tried to get his leg round it. And nutted. You could literally hear him crunch. That's how fucking bad it was. Crunched his bollocks on the hurdle and just fell. We were all there, like, there's literally a dead silence. Even after the race is finished, dead silence. It was just him on the floor holding his nuts in like the fetal position. Not even a sound coming from him.
I think, like as I say about this Matthew guy, he was a big lad. He was always, you know, everyone kind of laugh at him. He was a good lad. But I remember he used to love playing football. It's the only time he'd come in for PE. And what we told him one week, he goes, so what are we doing next week for PE? We're doing football, Matthew, even though we fucking knew dead well it was 400 metres. We go, it's football, mate. He goes, really? Yeah, full 2 hours, you know, 11 aside, we're doing football. He's like, oh, brilliant. So he waltzes into school that next day with his fucking kit. Oh, Matthew's in for PE, lads. we get changed, you know. He comes outside, and the warm-up was literally to do the 400-metre lap. Just jog it. Warm up. He was the first. He was that enthusiastic about football. He was the first kid out. He walked out straight to the teacher, and the teacher goes, what are you doing? He goes, I'm ready. And he goes, what, you've done your lap already? He goes, and by that point he'd realised he's got to run a 400-metre lap. So he's like, yeah, I've just done it. And he looked at him again, and he goes, you're telling me you're the first person to complete the 400-metre lap? He goes, well, can't you tell I'm out of breath? And honestly, like, our PE teachers, you know, PE teachers are there. You can always have a good laugh at your PE teachers. No word of lie. He goes, you're out of breath. This is the first time in 6 weeks you've made it from the changing room to the pitch. And that, oh my god. That's the thing, because the PE teachers, they always have a good laugh with the people there. You know, the regulars, always the ones that are good at sport. They always have a good laugh with them. But the people who skip it, they fucking hate them.
Oh,
Because that makes their
definitely
attendance records looks terrible for PE.
does.
You know.
They need everyone taking part, and you just where do you go on a PE lesson? Not like a classroom. You sit
Exactly.
down. You got to like stand on the
well.
sideline, or just causes problems really when they've got no kids.
They had to stop the competitions though between the school in our school purely due to the fact is because they'd make everyone participate. And in things like rugby, you'd always have the people who were less like sporty inclined playing it, and you'd get the odd person which thought they were really good at it as well.
Yeah.
So what would happen is they'd just end up diving head first into fucking like rucks and things like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Like, you know,
That's a good double up pretty much.
We made 160 between us, so